ready to begin. So let's go ahead and jump right back into the action as we change it up a bit. See who is going to be able to come out on top. New Happy starting things off with a nice win on Erangel. Can they do it on Miramar? Can they assert that Chinese dominance that we expect from them? We're about to find out.
Well, we're already playing up, players out, a lot over La Cobreria area. Plenty of players getting out right away. Some teams that really like to drop up in the north. E36 going to go north of San Martin, Damwa and Kia. La Cobreria, because of the flight path, they don't feel comfortable to go kind of towards that junkyard area that they sometimes do. They're gonna hedge their bets on this one, that maybe we'll get a northwest circle, and everybody else just kind of normal stuff. Donawa's gonna probably get past Bacado, go Chumasera. There shouldn't be much that they mess with 17 on there. Maybe a member of 17, Little Ghost, is going pretty deep looking for a vehicle, seeing if he can maybe get that. But I think Donawa is gonna get ahead of him enough that he's not gonna be able to go far enough to find anything. Really just gonna have to revert back to the drop spot of Picado.
Matt is going dangerously close to Gen.G. We'll have to see exactly where they float. Looks like they're going to be cutting a little bit more over towards that west side, just south of Los Leones. But, I mean, Gokuri is right there as well. A lot of players in very close proximity to each other. Unsurprisingly, Pio is instantly moved up the street. He's going to grab a vehicle. Cruise on over, join in with the rest of the team, it looks like.
Good angling of that vehicle.
Pio.
Oh, fish in a barrel, fish in a barrel.
Do they see him? I mean, he's just staring straight down a hallway, basically. In the meantime, over here in the plains, ATA pushes out quite a bit of damage in onto Tongmu. Doesn't manage to find that hit, but Yanli and Zennan both going to be knocked here by Shadow and Sparrow alike. Oh my god, the vehicles collide, they jump out, they pile in on top of Lockslock. And that is GEX now, the second team to say goodbye.
Hey, that bus is great cover. Thanks for bringing it, GEX. They might be able to get this res on Shadow because of it. Oh, Raining 1 health.
Oh, 1 HP for Raining before the heal goes off. So very close. There's still people nearby, though. 17 taking these pot shots. Hoping for a stray hit. But GFY, they're starting to rotate down into the circle.
Pio still hasn't pulled the trigger on this.
They're about to be right on top of him. So he's eliminated. Machne going to be knocked by 2-tap. Now coming up with a bit here. The rest of the team crashing in. Tongmu going to be the first one that does get knocked, and Shadow ends up going down to his own nade. Looking around the corner. We'll find one. He's looking for a little bit more, but no. Raining will come in with it. Takes him out, and GFY.
The 5-head play 14. To go through the door. He seat swapped.
Unbelievable.
Genius. Absolutely genius. I've never seen something quite like that. That was so good.
We had a seat swap escape yesterday, but this was an aggressive one. Just goes straight in for it. But, I mean, it just doesn't get any better here for ATA. They're continuing to be put under pressure. Moxora knocked Sparrow, and now Raining is going to go down as CTG did arrive. 17 Gaming. I think they might have to pull back away from this position, but they still have a couple members that need to inch forward and get into the circle.
Man, this is
You're not going to make this easy for them.
Unfair for ATA, dude. They played so well in those fights just to have two other teams just continue to sandwich them. But, I mean, all the credit in the world to ATA with how well they're able to fight out of that. At the end of the day, it's when you're stuck in an open field like that, I mean, you're just on the edge of a circle on Miramar. You're in a lot of trouble. Finally, Gen.G has found Ghibli in this compound. Esther gets addered down very low there as well. Gets a couple shots into the knock status. So now this could be full send here for Gen.G, try to clear their edge.
Lobo and Gokuri both going to go down, and that is actually Detonation being eliminated. Bean will get finished off as Mamu finds that kill. Nate's bouncing through. Decent chunk of damage there. As Adder is put straight back down on the ground. 29 HP. Esther will pull away.
Ooh.
Yeah, but and the nade will actually catch him. Really nicely lobbed there by Spear.
Sir's got to be careful.
Yep, he's going to try to get this res off without having a smoke up. He's going to be knocked as well. Show finishes him off.
Pio's trying to get the flank angle on this, but hasn't quite found it yet.
Needs to try to make this happen pretty quickly here. This is not very many other options for Gen.G as far as where they can rotate to. Could go a little bit further south, perhaps, and try to push up from that angle, but Danawa, as well as the last two remaining members of Veronica 7, are in that vicinity, so if they could actually just displace Ghibli, it would be definitely the best move for Gen.G.
I agree with you. I think they have to clear Ghibli out. It sucks. You don't want to take a fight like that in a situation where both teams are at full strength, but it is what it is. Meanwhile, Danawa trying to control the southern edge. Mad pulling up here. EN on the front with Salute being the spear for Danawa in this fight.
Mamu knocked yet again by Show. Finds him for the second time. And spraying in. It's a ton of damage in onto Salute, but cannot get that knock. Still is into the fight, just sitting prone right there. Play a little bit of defilade, but Pio finds V7 Heaven rather. Two-tap going to go down. Asura going to be knocked as well. There's just an absolute massive fight breaking out between Gen.G and Ghibli, but it's going to be Ghibli eliminated. Gen.G manages to come out on top.
Oh,
Danawa. 10th, but yeah, now Danawa. Their captain, their IGL, getting knocked to the ground and eliminated. Now they lose out on Soul. Their highest fragging member yesterday in their win. Danawa will fall out of 9th place.
Yeah, that was a toughie. A good maneuver by Mad, even though they lose a player. To send that vehicle through on the flank as a distraction, and at least buys them some space to come in and really hit Danawa from a bunch of different angles. And even though they lose a player, honestly, that's a really effective fight.
He's hunting V7. He manages to find one that's Heaven on the ground.
He doesn't use the AK, and he's still good with it. It's not fair!
He finds Americano, and that is going to be Veronica 7. Taken out of it. Not going to be able to find a win on Miramar yet today.
It's not fair, Achilleos. He's just so darn good. Ugh. That was just clean AK shooting.
He's not being punished for his pretty extravagant sins he's been committing in this game. How far
this is what I'm used
away
to
from
seeing.
Everybody. Yeah, this is looking a bit more consistent from him, more from what we had come to anticipate. Oh wow, Xiaobei on that nice little crossfire comes up over the top, manages to find Egg-Slep. Now MYL going to be knocked to the ground as well. Show's been putting up some very nice knocks. Just hasn't really been able to find the finishing blows too often here, but in the end MYL will get Logos. Doesn't matter, very much still in this game. Down to 3 members, but finding some kills, and the nade is just beautiful. Petrichor Road going to be taken out at 7th.
I don't know what happened there. Mill just didn't hear 17 or something, because Egg-Slep just popped right out into open space, right into the gun site to 17, and Mill was on the other hill, so just the communication there not on point for Peril. Now 17 in a lot of trouble.
Oh,
that grenade almost gets Show there.
Well, they will get that finish as the last nade comes in from Ling Tian. And Show and Suju do end up falling. So still in this. Our CTG. 4 members strong for 3 of our squads here. New Happy have had a very quiet time of it. Just been situated inside of these houses for the longest bit. Chance, there's an opportunity for Ian to maybe push around the corner, catch him by surprise, get that elimination, and there would be no way for 5e to save him. Here he comes. Ooh. Swings out for just a moment.
The funny thing is he could get smoked off in a way. Oh no.
Is he going to get timing? Driving around the corner. Do they make the call? He's going to go for the push. Managed to find one, but Lucky is there within the car. Will take him down. Gets that elimination as well. And they will be able to find the res. They're going to go a little bit too deep. Get that clip damage in on the 5v. Remains safe for now, but the follow-up nade is a little bit better.
Well, now getting low on heals is Mad. They've chewed through a lot of them. They've been fighting through. CTG has a better position, has a lot of utility, has 4 players. Mad just kind of has to turtle up here and hope that they can find a way to stay alive a little bit longer, let some of these other teams cannibalize each other a bit.
Well, this is a showdown right here. Gen.G and New Happy. The nade's starting to fly. New Happy has to move out of their complex.
Look at Pio. Look at him. He's just out there. He's right next to Mad.
Well, Lash going to be burned to death there. Finding one. Deva pushes up over the top. Quite a bit of damage in, but doesn't manage to find a knock. King over on that flank side. Smoke looks to dissuade him. Lash going to be taken out. That's Mad Clan now eliminated.
There's 4 people over here, Pio.
He doesn't care. He's going to go for it. He's going to keep playing along that flank. And they're not really ready for him. Well, now they should be, as the first couple shots do come in. Grenade just going to be bouncing past his right shoulder. He'll respond with one of his own. Cooks it quite nicely, and it lands right beside him.
Unbelievable.
And now he'll look to burn him down. The molly straight in on top. An extra nade just for good measure, but CTG suffer their first member loss.
Nobody else in the world can do this stuff and get away with it. He is just unbelievable. 5E's got a good angle, but instant response from PO.
Yep. Punishes him from even looking at his teammate. Takes him down to 14 health. Phase 8. The circle continues to shrink, focusing in on this tiny little crate just situated in the middle. After this, seems like it's going to have to be a full evacuation from this complex from New Happy. Starts charging out into the middle of the circle by himself. Ton of damage is there. Doesn't find the knock, though. Chuck just...
Is this on purpose?
Yeah, out on his lonesome. I mean, hey, maybe it runs somebody over. Why the hell not?
If only we had C4 in esports, you could attach one to it and throw it down there, but that is not the case.
God, he might have been able to see PO there, but doesn't spot him. That was the X-ray vision, but no, he actually
oh my
could have been
God.
able to spot him, but that's going to be ZP taken down to the ground. Lucky finding one. PO in a great spot, catches HS behind the crate. Lucky will find the finishing blow. PO now his position given away, has to hit the floor, tries to stay safe. CTG come charging down the hill, letting some nades fly. ZP does get res back up. Damage starts coming in. Altov chipping away at them, taking them lower and lower.
All eyes on New Happy there, pinned in the edge. This should be round over here pretty shortly. That grenade, oh, it's a stun.
He's still flying through Gen.G, playing this one out a little bit more quietly now. Inonix does take a couple shots, continues to apply pressure from the flank, but it seems like CTG have their full focus forward. They're on to New Happy. Main going to be taken down by the blue. Gen.G starting to surge forward. Have they finally made it happen? It's looking like it. 10 kills there for the squad. PO gets rid of Nan. CTG holding on by a thread. 5V. He comes up with Esther, he comes up with Inonix, but PO says nope! Takes him out. It is a nail-biter finish, but Gen.G will finally put a map win on the board for themselves.
Goodness gracious, PO. No one else in the world can do stuff like this, where he's just out there on his own, a 1v4. He gets a kill and walks away with it. I mean, just these cut and runs that he's able to do are otherworldly. So smart here from Gen.G. I mean, so well navigated. Anytime that any member of CTG tried to pop up and get some shots, there was a response instantly. And even if Gen.G did take some damage, they had the cover available with their vehicle placements, with their own positioning to get behind cover quickly so they weren't knocked. New Happy just gets pinned at the edge of the circle. That's a tough position to be in there.